But yeah, this is the finals match of Tuesday Night Hype number 16. Uh, I don't think I ever introduced myself, but my name is Chris. I also go by Force Flex in game, and I'm joined with Matt. We're both excited to be here, excited to be casting, and we're definitely looking forward to this next series. It's going to be some great play from both of these players. They made it this far. Some of your favorite streamers unfortunately did not. Firebat specifically, everybody had high hopes for him to get this far. He got knocked out in the final stage, his single elimination, so there wasn't a chance for him to come back, unfortunately. But maybe we'll see some of these big name players make it to the finals, and we'll have ourselves our own little mini BlizzCon one of these weeks. Looks like these two players are still waiting on picking their decks. Of course, there's a lot to think about. You've got to consider your opponent's lineup. You have to consider your own, and you have to consider the format, which is Conquest format, which means each player has to win with all three of their decks once. It's a best of 5. And, format like this, if a player brings a deck that they're not too comfortable with, or somewhat of a weak deck, it's not going to work out for them. It's not going to do anything really, and they usually get stopped early in the tournament. So you definitely have to bring classes you're comfortable with and decks you're comfortable with to succeed in this type of a format.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. They're still waiting. Let's just make sure they know that they're okay to start. Yeah. Okay. Can you just I just want to confirm something on the stream. Could you say something really quick?
Hello?
Okay. Got it. We're good.
Sweet.
We are good. I'm not sure who we're waiting on here. I'm sure both these players are just on edge, like nervous. This is the last game, and we know they've both faced some pretty tough opponents to get this far, and I'm sure they're both capable of taking this victory. Alright, let's see. How many people are watching this? 26 people on the Twitch stream. They're witnessing history in the making. This is a huge moment. Both of these players could be making their name here at this tournament. Like, you might see them on TV one day. Just saying. Just saying. But I really like to see this. I mean, I like to see players that none of us really know too much about making it to like this stage in the game. It's a great way for them to get their name out there. Of course, a lot of players get their name out there the typical way, which is streaming. And if you're providing good quality plays, you're sure to get noticed eventually, right?
Yeah. I think you can, right?
You can change your decks, but the same classes, right?
Let's see, final stage. Specific rules.
In the final round, all matches will be best of 5. Oh, so final stage includes like everything up till the...
Yeah, I think you can pick different decks. You just can't change inside the
Do you,
match. Right?
do you have to use the same... You have to use the same classes. That's the one thing that I'm clear on. Because when they say final stage, they're talking about this single elimination stage.
Alright.
Yeah, so yeah. Let's just let Void know. You have to use... Right. So I'm curious to see now that they have a chance. I mean, they have to stick with the same heroes that they've been running the whole tournament, but they're able to switch decks. So I'm interested in seeing what, if any, changes are going to be made on these lineups. And Chalk had made an example about he made a Warlock example, which he didn't bring Warlock into the stage, so
Yeah.
he's not giving away any information. He's smart about that. But now I'm starting to wonder, is he going to bring that warrior you were talking about?
I'd love to see it.
Like, is that why he's asking? Okay, let's hop into the game.
Alright.
Cooking popcorn. Getting ready to watch the final series. It's a Druid versus Druid mirror. Well, it's good that this is the first game of the series, because these are typically... a Druid versus Druid matchups are so boring, in my opinion, to watch. But hey, who knows? Somebody might get kicks out of it. Let's see if we can spectate Void's hand as well. Please work, please work, please work. Go, 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 go. Yes, it did. So we're seeing Wild Growth in both starting hands. Okay, Chalk is running Sneed Shredder. And the piloted
looks
Sky
like it's a ramp druid. That's what he was asking about. He chose ramp instead of combo.
Do you think this deck still runs one copy of combo, or is it just pure, like, put high value minions out there?
Probably not with Sneeds and Ors.
Do you think we'll see a KT? With all these Death Rattle minions.
Yeah, the wild growths are coming out.
Is that the second one for Void?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So coin into an Azure Drake. I guess he really wants to look for something like a... Well, Rat's not bad, but I think he wants to look for like an innervate so he can get some of these big guys out there.
Yeah.
Druid of the Claws, perfect answer for Azure Drake. What do you do? Do you Wrath for 2 first, I guess, to see what you draw? And then trade?
Yeah.
Well, not the greatest, but he still has pretty nice turn 6 drop to play next turn, which is the piloted Sky Golem.
Yeah.
And we're probably just gonna see a... actually, we might see the hair. Oh, he's at 7 mana. Gosh, it's so late. You think
7 mana,
so?
you lore every time.
I was like, I thought he was gonna be at 6. I was like, we're gonna either see just a Harrison or a piloted Shredder and a Hero Power. But I don't see why you don't drop the Sky Golem here. Like, nothing else
Yeah.
is better. 2 piloted Shredders.
Yeah, you just you drop them both. Yeah,
Do you want to go ahead and try to develop your Shade?
Harrison.
I mean, he can Harrison Shade or drop double piloted. I like the piloted play.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Ancient of War. What? What do you think? Do you think he just dropped that because he doesn't really need to lore? He has like plenty of cards to play,
Yeah.
and he's not digging for something like the combo, right?
Yeah.
And I know I see a lot of
Pretty sure this doesn't run combo.
yeah. I see a lot of Druid players actually using their lore heal to like heal, sometimes heal like a war or something on board, so it just gets
Yeah.
even more value.
So he can lore and wrath, but swipe too.
Yeah.
So
I think we are
swipe?
going to see a. I don't think we're going to see a
No.
swipe.
Yeah.
And that's like
Yeah.
such a weak drop. I feel like that's such a weak drop to get from a piloted Sky Golem, like a 3/3/4 drop.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see better.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can see better things coming out of piloted Shredder when you compare
Okay,
the two.
this is a pretty good swipe. Coming up
Yeah,
if he
yeah, it
drops
is.
the. Okay, going to. That's playing around swipe. It has to be.
It's still a good swipe though.
Yeah, I think you still probably do it. What else do you drop though? You can't. Oh, you can drop the sludge voucher and swipe. That'd be perfect. But
It's still Zombie Chow, I guess. I don't know. Your opponent's at full health, so you're not worried about him getting a heal off of it, right?
yeah.
Keeper works.
Hmm.
Now, if Chalk develops his board, super heavily, if we do see that mind control attack in Void's hand, and he could steal something pretty clutch.
Yeah. Right. Just drop the shade. Yep.
Now we saw Void. Void had 2 wild growths early. But we didn't. Have we seen any innervates from him yet?
No innervates from either, right?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen innervate from either player. But you always have to be like, you always have to kind of worry about that versus these combo druids, just because the innervate double Savage Roar is like something you don't usually account for, and it could.
There's an innervate.
Yeah.
It's not the draw you're looking for though.
Double swipe, innervate, Savage Roar. No. Yeah, I think you have the Druid of the Claw. Do you even bother swiping anything? I don't know. It just feels so bad.
Yeah. Just gonna roar it. Okay. Oh yeah, this clears the board. So you can attack with the Chow with his face. But
Yeah, not bad. He's like hurting for cards, and I believe he's used both. Wait, has he used both Lords at this point? I think he has.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna be running behind on cards for sure.
he does that, he does the combo. The
We did see a Savage Roar come out though, so like, how worried is he?
yeah, that is true.
And if you don't develop that Sneasel shredder now, like, I think it's going to be hard to find turns where you can.
Chow.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure Chalk knows better than I do because he's a legend player and he's got his own ideas about what the correct play is. Are we going to see a swipe come out just for this Belcher? No. I think he's wanting him to develop his board so that he can get like a mind control attack. That's what he's hoping for. Yeah. I figured that was coming out. So if Chalk does run KT in this deck, what does it do for things like zombie chows? Brings them back to life so you can just keep healing for 5? That Keeper is a nice top deck.
I don't think the opponent's health is entirely relevant when Ramp Druid is pretty much just wants to run the opponent out of cards.
Right.
Then you win when the opponent has no cards and can't play anything.
And you're just resummoning everything every turn?
Yeah.
Now, that's the first Keeper, I believe, on Void side. So if something, like if KT did come out, I guess oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, he still has another Keeper in his deck, but he's going to have to draw it. No, just KT, just do it.
You're going to fire on MC Tech? It's kind of awkward if you're going to... No, it's not. Just hero power. Oh, okay, MC Tech.
Steal the 1/1.
Oh, that'd be so bad. Or the Chow. 50% to be pretty good.
And even with Swipe to follow up the MC Tech, like, this could be a pretty strong turn. I think it was a mistake not to develop your KT that last turn. Because if anything, you're at least, like, you're bringing that ooze back, right? You're bringing that slime back into a 1/2.
And...
Oh.
Yeah, not the worst outcome, but best.
Yeah. Okay, do you KT this turn? Do you?
Probably not.
If you're afraid of combo, I guess you're gonna be trading though, right?
Yeah, I think you definitely kill a Chow.
Savage Roar contests KT.
There's no way it's lethal if you kill a Chow.
Yeah, I'm just thinking with what he has on the board, he's got 5 attack on the board, so I mean even a Wrath would clear his KT. But I mean, as we know, this deck does not rely specifically on Kel'Thuzad. It's got a lot of big threats. I'm sure it's got another piloted Sky Golem or something in there.
Yeah, Void can't be happy with top decking a Zombie Chow into a Innervate.
Yeah. If I drew into a Wrath here, if I were Chalk, I would hit face with my 5/2 and then just Wrath it to try to get the unsilenced Shredder back out.
Alright, Chalk's up 1-0.
1-0 in this series. Not bad.
Alright, so if you're Chalk, probably run the Warrior, right? Because Hunter is generally favored against Void's entire lineup.
It depends on the warrior he's bringing, I guess. But yeah, we could definitely see. We could see Void switching to Paladin or what was his other deck?
Guess the strategy is you want the warrior out of the way. That's the
Yeah,
hardest win you're going to
I agree.
try to get.
And I'm a terrible warrior player myself. I don't know. I struggle with the class. Everybody tells me it's a very straightforward deck to play, and I'm just like
Yeah.
losing.
And there's the warrior.
Hmm. Do you want to look for? I guess you want to look for a fiery war axe or something, right?
More like Despite. Warx, it's only good if they Shredder.
Still, this isn't a bad hand for the warrior.
No, it's pretty good.
You always want to see your acolytes, because card draw is so important.
Spectate Void if you can. Check if you can. No.
Showing that I am. Let me just check the stream real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna pop out. I'm still recording, but I'm gonna pop out and try to get the spectate working. Cross your fingers. Okay, we found a good seat, so
It's,
this should work.
it's like a Void opened Innervate Shade into Wild Growth.
Yep. And then a coin into the Druid of the Claw.
Yeah. pretty good.
Ooh, okay, he's gonna clear it with his shade. If he was gonna leave his shade still, I was gonna say, like, why wouldn't he charge into the acolyte? Because stopping card draw is so important versus warrior. Hmm.
5, 4. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Look at the combo
Yeah.
pieces in Void's hand. Yeah, stopping the armor. Are we gonna see an acolyte or a cruel taskmaster come out to clear this taunt? I don't know. He's like one mana off.
Seems so. Armor Smith and Taskmaster. Yeah.
This is actually another play, which you might.
Ooh.
Uh
Yeah.
oh. He ended his turn too fast. But I was gonna say, like,
I've done that before. So.
you cruel task your own shredder there for an extra armor instead of cruel tasking the rest of the Druid of the Claw off. And I see that in ladder so many times. Like, people miss out. These warriors miss out on like one armor, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but it can mean the game in certain matchups. Looks like Sylvanas is going to be coming out. Which, actually, I don't think it's even that scary.
Is he trading with the...
It looks like he is. I think I would have gone... I would have just tried to put more damage in.
Alright, this is a board there.
Board clear,
Yes.
yeah. He can actually keep some of his board, but I think he wants to save that Taskmaster for like an Acolyte.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't just play a Sylvanas into a Death Spite, so...
Shredder was something you can play into that.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to get like 0 value off your Sylvanas. Ooh, Baron. I like this play. Saving the weapon for something bigger.
Yeah, Laura is pretty good, but it just gets the 5/5.
Yeah, he can just clear that with the weapon, but I mean, now a lot of times you see these druids draw cards for combo pieces, but he already has them, so now he has to draw cards for just something else to put on the board, right? Something to develop some sort of a board presence. And do you even trade your shredder into that, or do you just sit? Yeah, you just sit there. Sylvanas coming out for chalk.
Yeah. This would actually be really big if he could beat Druid with his warrior.
Oh yeah.
Because then you have to 3-0 a face hunter.
That Harrison coming into Void's hand.
Oh yeah.
After the weapon's been used. Well, at this point, I think Chalk just has to. That's a nice 2-drop.
Yeah, the second best one you can get.
I think he just has to like stay out of combo range and he'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, if he plays this Druid of the Claw, he could actually. I guess he could steal something, but that's not the best value for like getting rid of your Sylvanas. You could steal a 4/6 or a 4/1 or a 4/3. I think you save it. If he drops Geddon. Oh. Charge mode. Now you can steal a 4/1.
Or you can drop Boom and steal a 4/3.
Wait, you can steal a 4/3?
You run it in Taskmaster on Sylvanas, and boom.
Yeah. That's probably.
Or Taskmaster first. Or you could do it this way.
That way you get to charge,
also
yeah.
works.
Well, I mean, it's the same either way, right?
Yeah.
Now. Innervate still does not win for Void. Oh! He got it too.
Oh, he's 2 off?
2 off lethal.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. Props to Chalk for. I mean, this game's not. I guess it's not over yet, but for recognizing that he's not in lethal range, even with Innervate. I'm sure he thought about it, because he has to have been seeing those 3 cards have been in the Druid's hand for quite a while now, and he hasn't been playing them, so he has to assume they've got to be combo pieces, right?
Yeah.
I think he's just looking for a big game.
Yeah.
Seven, 8, 9, 10. Alex Straza.
This game, Strikers lose if he doesn't
No.
trade.
Even if the Boombot hits face for 4, still not.
That's the game. Double combos him.
Yep. That's it.
Okay.
I
Wow.
feel like Chuck knew.
Didn't play around that.
But, I mean, with that Sylvanas on board,
Yeah.
no way for him to stop.
You can't really trade.
Yeah, there is no way out of that lethal situation for Chalk. Actually there was. If the Boombot hit face, and he traded his Dr. Boom into the Sylvanas, it would have been at 2 health and he could have dropped the Geddon. But even then, he still had. Yeah, there was no way out. Dang, that's unfortunate. Well, sometimes games end like that. Now it's 1-1, so that's 2 games down. Hopefully, we get to see 3 more.
Could face the same issue. Warrior can't get a win. 'Cause all the decks are.
That's a common thing we've seen in these tournaments. Even last week, like people bringing Warrior and just not being able to get that win in the last 2 or 3 games. So is Chalk gonna bring Warrior again? Because he wants to get it out of the way, right?
Yeah, it really comes down to like 50-50. You want to bring your face hunter against his paladin, but then he's going to think that you know that. Oh, 2 face hunters.
Well, let's see if we can see Void's hand. I'm gonna have to get out of this again.
Okay.
But I mean, it looked already like a pretty strong hand for Chalk. Clave Zuka is always nice. And I know with Face Hunter, don't you usually look into, with coin, don't you usually look into like coining out a 2-drop into a 2-drop?
Yeah.
I think he's saving his coin for Animal Companion. No?
Just scientist. Smack him in the face. You spectate Void, or is it still
Yeah, let me check.
buggy?
Let's see it. It worked.
Oh, Void's running
Oh.
mid-range.
Well, does this Face Hunter run... I mean, I know it runs owls, but does it run... what's the word I'm looking for? Does it run, like, Hunter's Marks as well, or is that something
No,
we
I
just
doubt
typically
it.
see in mid-range?
Okay, so a couple routes to go with this. You can just, yeah, I like this, just blow him in the face.
Yeah.
Clear
Get
the
that extra
void.
charge.
Yep.
There's a Pilot Shredder. That's a nice draw for Void.
Yeah.
Does he...
Switching.
Ugh. Does he proc this trap now?
Really, he wants the freezing. Or is he just not, he's not procking it, is he?
I don't think he is.
So, you companion coin hero bar.
Ooh.
That's,
That's the best one.
yep, that's the best one by far.
Okay. Well, still able to put pressure out. And if Void just keeps developing board here, he's just gonna like make himself more prone to a big unleash. And if you trigger a freezing trap with like one of your little 1/1 hounds, I think that's probably the best value you get, right?
Yeah. He's
Sludge
not procking
Belcher?
the trap. Okay.
I'm wondering if he's like waiting out this trap, if he's running like a flare or something in this deck. What if?
Okay. Hero bar, even drop the gnome.
Eh,
Yeah.
might as well.
All it's doing is 2 damage.
Because if it hits the Mad Scientist, it kills that. If it hits the Sludge Belcher, or if he trades into it with the Sludge Belcher, you can clear it with like your weapon or something.
Just whack it in high main.
There you go.
So, needs
Now-
to be an owl.
Yeah, if he draws into Owl, I don't think you want to use it on the Belcher though.
Houndmaster on the.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, so
Do you?
Houndmaster's coming down on the
Oh, definitely.
And
But I
I don't
mean,
know how he gets
Void's
there.
already at 8 health, so even with this big taunt in the way,
He's still 2 turns away, even if he draws a kill command.
right?
So yeah, you just can't trade. You trade. So you play on Owl a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Now I guess you
what can
freeze
he
your mad
draw?
scientist, right? Uh,
This looks pretty bad. It's just game.
yeah, I don't think
How do you
there's.
survive here? Oh, Boyd actually
Mm,
played that really well. He
if
knew
you
when
freeze your arcane column,
what turn to run the trap in here. Or is it even? He
like
just kills you next turn.
how do you get
Oh,
the Jaime down to 2 health so that the explosive trap kills it and you can't hit face?
roll Huffer, and then Arcane Golem. Yeah. Or Leok, I guess. Oh. Really? Then don't you just die to freezing?
Yeah.
That was weird. There was a chance if you rolled Leok or Huffer you could technically live,
Right.
but you just die on board here.
Mhm. I mean, just hero power is gonna do
There's
it.
an Unleash anyway, so it didn't matter.
Well, that's gonna tie it up. Or no, actually, is Void taking a 2-1 lead now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Void has 1 deck left. Do you have those written down?
Void has Paladin left.
Paladin.
Yep.
Are we gonna see Face Hunter come in against that Paladin? I think so. I don't think you want to
Yeah.
put your warrior up against that Paladin. Like,
It doesn't matter. He just has to
Yeah,
win with
you're-
Paladin, so
you're gonna
you
have to
win
play
with
that
both
game
decks
anyway, I guess. Yeah. But I think you'd feel better if you brought the score up to 2-2 or something,
Yeah.
just for like a morale boost. We'll just have to see. Yep, he's bringing the hunter.
So.
Man, that was a crazy match, that hunter mirror. Even if we had seen a kill command in Chalk's hand, that still wouldn't have changed the outcome, right?
Yeah, you would
There's
have
like
been
nothing
more
he
off.
could draw.
So.
Oh, I keep forgetting. Let's see.
Yeah.
We have
You
to
have
pop
to-
out again. But at least we got that mulligan down, I guess. So I have to say this matchup generally favors. Ooh, Deathlord. What?
What?
Did we see that last time?
Oh, that's interesting.
That can
Yeah,
put
that'll
a.
change the matchup.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And you've just got taunt. Like look at Voight's hand. He's just got taunts for days.
Yeah. Chalk isn't expecting it, so just do that anyway. Wow.
So now you're gonna have to have an owl for like Deathlord, an owl for
Oh, yeah.
Sludge Belcher.
How would you Deathlord here? Then you can follow it up with an Argus into Sludge Belcher and Deathlord. Wow.
Yeah.
You wanna trade into that 2-2?
Yeah, I think you do because if he goes into face, like, it's gonna clear his little Silverhand recruits, even if they do get Argus.
Like you set up this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
It's not favorable. Argus and you're out of range.
I think you just... Do you even attack in? I think you just sit.
Well, there's Unleash. You have to attack the
True.
Leok, at least.
Well, even just killing off, like, just 2 of the Silverhand recruits or something. Not too exciting.
Is he going to attack in? He does.
Okay. Well, we're gonna at least be able to see something get pulled off of this Death Lord. What's the best one?
Arcane Golem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just Leper Gnome, Explosive Trap your bar? Or no, he's going to. Okay.
Let's see what he gets. Juggler. That's not great. Both these players, are sitting at... It's crazy to see a face hunter sitting at the same health as their opponent on turn 5, especially versus a paladin.
The Boucher. Okay. So Owl. Oh wow, he's
Owl.
taking out the face.
I guess so. I mean, he still has to live for, what, 3 more turns before he can use his Lay on Hands.
I'm actually surprised that Deathlord didn't really do that much.
Yeah. He got through it without an owl. If we see an owl, it could actually, I mean, Chalk could still take this game.
Owl is lethal if he doesn't juggle it. So,
Ooh. Okay. I was gonna say, what do you put the shielded minibot and summon a dude just for more chances at a juggle?
Then it dies to Explosive Trap. Ooh, that's big.
Yep.
Nice.
Wow. I guess that's...
Owl's lethal. Another kill command. No.
Another kill command is lethal.
5. I don't think this is lethal.
I don't think so. I mean, because you have to consider the explosive traps, and the only thing he's doing to the face is 4 damage, right, with this weapon and his...
Yeah, that needed
power.
to be an owl. Owl was lethal.
Ooh, it's just an unfortunate outcome.
This Void's going to win.
I guess he's looking at how he could maybe live this turn, right?
I don't... Yeah. Paladin has Lay on Hands next turn anyway. Ugh.
I don't think there's any way... I don't think there's any way out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He's
hoping for a Doomsayer.
Yeah. I go for that. Alright, well.
Well, Void's gonna take that 3-1.
He's a Mystic. That was really good. Oh. The Void is going to win.
Should we try to get somebody in for an interview?
Yeah, you can if you want. Or you want to do Void because he won, probably?
Let's see if either of these players want to come in. Okay, Chalk said he was down. Let me go ahead and give him the link. I guess we can just put the standard image up, the BlackRock image. How do we get him in here? there. I gave Chalk the link, and Void asked me if he can do the interview by chat, so he might not be joining us. We'll just have to see. But yeah, that was pretty exciting final series there. Unfortunately, that Paladin deck kind of countered Face Hunter pretty hardcore with the with the Kezon Mystic and the what was the 2/8 taunt.
Death Lord.
The Death Lord is just like too much. Unfortunately, like we also didn't see an Owl come out for Chalk. That would have secured lethal for sure. So sometimes the draws just aren't there. Let's see. Yeah, Void said he's too tired to do an interview, so we're going to go ahead and interview Chalk instead. But I know Chalk had asked me if that was even a real deck. And I think that was kind of like the power of, you know, having the same hero but being able to switch your decks. He played well. I think he made the right choice bringing that deck in. Of course, he didn't know he was going to face Hunter again. But assuming that your opponent's playing face Hunter and you're definitely bringing like Paladin in, you can only assume that he was. Chalk actually still had Warrior left in that series, right?
Yeah.
How do you think Warrior would have fared against that Paladin deck? I mean, we didn't get to see all of it, obviously, but things like Deathlord aren't necessarily that strong versus Warrior, especially if it brings out a huge minion.
Yeah, it just gets executed for 1 mana, and then you just get a huge minion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
Not at all. We'll have to ask Chalk and see what he says. He just went offline, so he might be joining us here shortly. Let's see. Is that him?
Yeah, Chalk?
Hey, Chalk, can you hear us?
Man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, great series, man. That was a definitely impressive showing today. Getting to the finals, which, by the way, I had predicted like rounds before that you were going to show up in the finals. But I thought it was going to be you versus Protohype.
Oh. How did you predict that? I haven't won in a while.
Well, basically from what from what Matt told me, he was like, "Yeah, he's a really good player. He's on my friends list."
Player, so I've seen you around.
And so I took his word for it, and I was like, "Okay, I'm going to see Chalk in the finals." And yeah, that was kind of an unfortunate last game there, coming up against a Paladin with a Death Lord and a Kezon Mystic. Like that just completely counters.
Is he here?
He's not here now.
Fuck that guy. Fucking asshole. Fucking asshole.
I mean, that pretty much completely counters the Face Hunter, right?
Yeah.
So,
Boy Scout.
I mean, I guess we can assume to say that deck caught you off guard for sure.
Yeah, it did.
It was still a close game though. If you had drawn, I believe if you had drawn into Owl instead of Wolf Rider, you would have had lethal to win that game.
No, because he has explosive.
Well, you have your weapon. You owl them, weapon them in the face, then unleash, kill command.
Yeah, you actually had 9 damage with Owl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, can you talk to us a little bit about your deck choices tonight? Warrior seems to be kind of unpopular in tournament settings these days. What was your choice? Like, what made you choose Warrior as one of your 3 classes?
I'm a warrior boy.
Yeah.
So I usually bring it to tournaments.
Okay.
But
well, I mean, you definitely got far with it. You obviously secured wins all the way up through the semifinals with Warrior, so it didn't really give you too much trouble, obviously.
Yeah, cause the plan was to be good, to make a list that's good against Rogue
Hmm.
and Aggro. That's that's my plan. So I brought Warrior, Face Hunter.
Yeah, we were definitely seeing a lot of Rogue
Uh,
today, and I think Druid was in like pretty much everybody's lineup.
yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and like how long you've been playing Hearthstone, where you're from, what do you
Oh,
do?
okay. Mm, I'm from the Philippines and I've been playing since April, I think, last year.
Okay,
And
so just about a year
yeah,
now.
and yeah, but I got into competitive Hearthstone in like August because I got more cards back in
Hmm.
August. Mm, haven't haven't paid anything yet.
Oh, free to play
Grinding all
player.
day.
Really? That's
Yeah.
impressive. That's impressive. You see a lot of the streamers just like, okay, I'm gonna buy 120 packs, and then they have like everything, all golden.
I would if I could, but
I'm sure we all would.
uh, yeah, I live in a third world shit.
So you said you're a warrior boy. Is that your favorite class to play?
Yeah, and I also developed a mid range warrior this season.
Okay. I
I
think
think it's
Matt
the
was
best.
talking about it.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
Uh,
Yeah, I was making it since day one of this season, and then Zalae's warrior pops up, and everyone was playing mid range. It kind of sucks, but yeah, I think my list is better than those guys.
well, you earned you won 5 BlizzCon points today, so uh, I guess that's gonna get you closer to making it to BlizzCon. Are you like pretty excited about that?
Yeah, but I'm bummed too, cause uh, I haven't slept. Okay, here's the story. Uh, I drank last night.
Mm-hmm.
I finished around 3 a.m. and
Okay.
then I was I was ranked 47, and then I tried to ladder to get to top 20. I got to rank 17. I got greedy,
Yeah.
fell to 700, fell to 700, and then Tuesday night hype, and get yeah.
Well, you were up till
It's a,
3 a.m. last night, so like, why don't you tell the viewers what time it is for you there in the Philippines right now?
oh, it's now 4:30 p.m.
Yeah,
in the
so
afternoon.
I'm sure you kind of had a rough time today going through this tournament and spending all these hours. Uh, were you hungover at all?
Yeah, kinda. For the love of Hearthstone, why not?
Tired for sure. Um,
Yeah.
but still, that was a great series. Matt, did you have anything you wanted to ask Chalk?
Uh, no, not really.
What about the expansion? What cards are you excited to see, Chalk?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. What's that one drop egg that turns into a dragon? Is that a
The
card?
one every time it takes damage, it turns into a 2/1 dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
cause
see that being used in Priest.
I'm planning to make a dragon warrior.
Oh,
As
okay.
soon as
Yeah.
BRM comes up. So yeah,
That'll be cool. I
I'm
can't wait to
excited
see
about
it.
that.
Well, are there any shout outs you want to give to any of the viewers or anybody that might be watching?
Uh, not really. But hello,
Okay.
hello guys.
Well, we hope to see you next week. Thanks for stopping in and having this interview. I know you're tired, and you still got that
Yeah.
legend grind again. I mean, ladder reset, so have fun with
Yeah.
that. But yeah, thanks so much for coming by. Hopefully, we'll see you next week, and yeah, maybe you can win it next week, right?
Yeah. We hope so.
Okay.
Congrats to Void, by the way.
Yeah, congratulations to Void too. He was in the same boat as you. He said he was too tired to come in and have an interview. So yeah, I hope to see everybody back that competed this, this Tuesday. And unfortunately, we had some like DC issues, but that should be fixed next week. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Uh, this is gonna be a goodbye from me, Force Flex. And Matt, if you want to say anything, we'll go ahead and just end the stream.
Oh, that's about it. You covered it.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye bye. You're around. And so I just